Recently, a series of Russian missile strikes resulted in extreme losses of manpower and military hardware for the Kiev regime forces. A Ukrainian train carrying armored vehicles, as well as a deployment area where soldiers of two Ukrainian armed forces (UAF) brigades were positioned, was hit by a Russian missile strike. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, this attack was carried out using Iskander ballistic missiles after reconnaissance managed to detect the area where armored vehicles of UAF's 38th Marine Brigade were being loaded on a train to be moved to the front line. The target's coordinates were immediately provided to the crew of a ground-based missile system, who then carried out a precision strike. The loading area was destroyed as a result of this strike, the ministry said. Meanwhile, another Russian missile strike hit the staging area of UAF's 72nd Mechanized Brigade near the city of Karahovo in Donetsk region. This attack, also carried out by a ground-based missile system, resulted in the destruction of enemy armored vehicles, armaments, ammunition and personnel, the ministry noted. The Iskander missile platform was used by the Russian Army in two variants: the Iskander M tactical ballistic missile complex and the Iskander K cruise missile platform. While the complexes share the same launch platform, it has different operational capabilities. Iskander M is capable of high-precision strikes at a 500 km range and is to replace the aging Tochka U tactical missiles. While the complex has various conventional warhead types, it can also carry nuclear ones. The SS-26 missile is superior to its predecessor, the Oka. The launch carrier vehicle carries two missiles, rather than one. And each missile can be independently targeted in a matter of seconds. The missiles can be retargeted during flight not only against fixed targets, but also against moving targets, such as a tactical missile launcher, a tank column, or a convoy. The Iskander has another unique feature. The optically guided warhead can also be controlled by a coded radio signal, including from an AWACS or an unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV. This provides a self-homing capability. The missile's onboard computer receives an image or images of the target. Then the missile, by locking on the target with its sights, will travel towards it at supersonic speed. The system can be used against small and large targets. The Iskander missile can easily overcome air defense systems. It's almost impossible to prevent a launch of an Iskander missile because of the system's mobility. Targets can be found not only by satellite and aircraft, but also by a conventional intelligence center and by a soldier who directs artillery fire. Targets can also be found from photos, which will be put into a computer by means of a scanner. The self-direction device functions even in fog or darkness. Only the Iskander system can accomplish such tasks. On the other hand, Ukrainian air defenses claims shot down all 10 Russian Iskander missiles fired at the country overnight, according to Kyiv's military. Russian forces launched a series of attacks on the Ukrainian capital, starting at around 2:45 a.m. local time on Thursday, Ukraine's General Staff of the Armed Forces said in an operational update. A total of 10 Iskander missiles were fired from Russia's Bryansk region, which is to the northeast of Kyiv, the armed forces said. Ukraine's defenses intercepted 7 Iskander-M ballistic missiles and 3 Iskander-K cruise missiles, the Ukrainian Air Force said in a statement. Short-range Iskander missiles have frequently been used by Moscow's forces in strikes on Ukrainian targets. The Iskander tactical missile system can launch either ballistic or cruise missiles, which can be winged, such as the Iskander-K, and be armed with either conventional or nuclear warheads. It is not clear which air defense systems Ukraine used to shoot down the Iskander missiles it said were launched overnight. However, military aid packages from Kyiv's western backers have looked to improve Ukraine's air defense capabilities with new systems, such as the US-made Patriot air defense system. Iskander missiles have a range of around 500 kilometers, or just over 300 miles, according to the US think tank, the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Also known under its Western reporting name, SS-26, the surface-to-surface Iskander missile was considered the most advanced missile of its kind when it was first introduced, the US military has said. It was first launched in the mid-1990s, and the Iskander-M system was officially adopted by the Russian military in 2006. Strikes utilizing Iskander missiles are typically launched overnight, but Ukraine's military said on Monday that Russia had struck Kyiv with 11 Iskander missiles in a daytime barrage. The enemy changed tactics, Kyiv official Popko said on Monday. After long, exclusively nocturnal attacks, Russian ballistic missiles targeted Kyiv when most of the residents were at work and on the streets, he said in a statement. Monday's Iskander missile strikes came just 6 hours after an overnight attack, Popko said.